How to create a ring brush in Affinity Photo. Very quickly, just delete that and then just go over here and select the ellipse tool. With the ellipse tool selected, simply hold down the shift and drag. And you will have probably a different setting for the fill and stroke. But what you need to do is go up here, top left, and just click here for the fill and make certain there's nothing there. So you just click here. Make certain that's clicked, and then the stroke, simply click and set it to red, green, whatever you want. But also set the size. Now I'm just going to go for 14, but of course you can vary it, 20, 24. So once you've decided that's what you want, what you can then do is you can add some additional effects. It's just a layer. So go to the layers panel, and you can see over here you've got effects. With that selected, needs to be selected. So go to effects, click there, and then you can go for, I would suggest maybe 3D, go for 3D and set the radius. So you can just push it to about 20 or so, depending on the size. And you've got a nice 3D effect there. Also, you can go for an outer shadow. So go down here, click there, and with that selected, just go here and set the radius, set the offset to approximately the middle. So you've got this design. And then close that panel. You'll need to rasterize it. So go to layer and then just down to rasterize. So rasterize, and then make certain you turn this off, the preserve layer effects. The reason why, you'll end up with the layer effects just being ignored by the brushes when you try and create them. So you need to make it part of the entire design. So just make certain that's deselected and then rasterize. So it all becomes one design with no effect other than obviously what's in the pixel layer. Now you can go over here to the brushes panel. Now I've got a panel, the category here of nozzles. Of course, you can set up any category you want. Simply go to the right side menu there of the brushes panel, and you can find that in the window menu, and you can create a new category. But also if you've got that, or any obviously category you want, go to new brush from selection. Obviously currently got that selected, so new brush from selection, and there you can see it's been added. Just delete it now. Of course you could save it, just hide it if you want. And you just go down here. Now I find it easier just to use the move tool and then go to the design itself, the brush, and you can double click. And now you can decide, well, what do you want? Well, I want general, that's the first tab. And I can set the size down. I don't want it as big as that. I want it about 400, 370. Also modify the spacing. You can make it very close, 1%. Or you can put that there. But I'm going to go with 1%. And you can also modify the rotation if you want, so you can get different effects then. But you can also go to dynamic and go for size jitter. You can see that makes it smaller, bigger. Obviously, if you're using an art pad and pen, very helpful. Also, if it's set to pressure, but you can, of course, set it to random if you're just using a mouse. So pressure, and you can modify it a bit more if you want to click here, and you can just tweak it and change it in or create all kinds of weird and unusual designs that way. But I'm just going to go with that basic setting there. But also what you can do, you can go for rotation jitter, so you can just have it rotate around like that. Also go down here to hue jitter if you want it to vary in colour. And you can also modify saturation as well as luminosity. But I'm just going to go with that. Hue jitter set to about 70 or 80%. And then just close it. And there you've got your brush. Simply again go to the brush tool, select that, and now apply it. And you can see the result. And of course you can apply it again if you've got an art pad and pen. Create a variety of different designs very rapidly. And of course if you decide, you know what, let's just change it. Double click and you've got design there. And again you can modify the size jitter, hue jitter, as well as other settings. And you can tweak these, set the size down again, set the space, and if you want just slightly more space in there so you get less, and just generate that. And you can see the design there. Hope you found this of interest. Any questions, please let me know in the comments below. Always great to hear from you. Thank you much.